For me, this is a bit more of a difficult question because, as you know me, I'm more of a like I'm a realist in the sense of I like to tackle everything head on, and so I'll always look at everything as a challenge or a lesson to be learned rather than looking at it from a perspective of regret as far as being ill prepared. So for the most part, I agree with everything Lito and Gordon have said this far. But sounds like out of the bunch, I may have had a kid at the youngest. I have my son at 22. So uh, what I will really say that, and this is probably the only thing out of the entire process of being the young parent that I wish I knew, but it was to understand your essence as a man first. Like, know the things that are of a core fundamental value, what it means to stand on your 10 toes and be willing to die behind your word and things of that nature. Not in the warrior sense, but in the sense of just like understanding that this is your family name, this is your pride, this is your skill, this is your joy. Like, everything comes back to you at the end of the day because you know from what it sounds like you guys may have your partners. It's I don't want to speak in a from an experience that I haven't been a part of, but it may be a bit easier when your partner is able to pour into your cup, or for you to pour into their cup when times are tough or whatever it may be, whether it be work, children, your own aspirations. I would say as a single parent, it's a bit more difficult to pour in your cup. But what I've found with understanding my essence as who I am as a person, who I am as a man, it's made filling my own cup 10 times easier. Because the things that I heard being a 22-year-old college student was, once this kid comes out, it's no longer about you, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. I still think that you come first, because if you're not satisfied, if you're not fulfilled, if you're not being the best version of yourself, the only person that's going to struggle is that child. It's innate in your nature that you're going to struggle because you're not living up to your full potential. But the child struggles as well because karma, in a sense, isn't one of those things that just comes from the sense of your own neglect. Karma can be passed down from generation to generation, to where the karma your child is experiencing is the karma that you pass down from. That's why we have that whole generational trauma phenomenon. Like, your negligence of yourself just doesn't affect you, it affects generations that come after you. And I think that's like one of the most important things, because trials and tribulations, whether you have a kid or not, you're going to go through them.